Today I'm going to talk about 5 things that your spirit guides will never do. If this interests you, stick around and let's get into it. Hi, I'm Veronica and welcome back to the Wholeness Shift. If this is your first time here, welcome. It's nice to meet you. And if you're part of the family, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about 5 things that your spirit guides will never do. And this comes as a result of the many messages and emails and questions that I get and comments saying my spirit guide said this or that, or hey, guess what? My spirit guide did this or that. And my first thought is usually red flag. That's not your spirit guide. That's a trickster, or that's something messing with you. So I thought that I would just put a couple of them together and give you a list of 5 things your spirit guides are not going to do. Let's get into it. Number 1, your spirit guides are never going to feed your ego. Your spirit guides will be loving and supportive and encouraging, but fair and, I don't want to say unemotional because that's not true, but not emotional the same way humans would think of emotional. You know, humans, when they care about someone, they get all schmoopy and lovey and, oh, give me a hug, and oh, you're so awesome, and oh, you're the best, and love you, you're the best ever. Your spirit guides are not going to do that. They are not going to do that. I have seen tricksters come through and do that. They'll be like, you have no idea, you're the most amazing human ever. Oh my gosh, I just love you. Every time I talk to you, I'm so excited to talk to you because you are just the best. You're so special. Those are not your guides. Your guides will be loving and supportive, and sometimes even, well, at least my guides can have a little tough love. So in the video I posted a few weeks ago on is happy the goal? And I said, if you're talking about happy as in like happy, no. But if you're talking happy as in peaceful, content, unemotional, neither this way or this way, you're just peaceful where you are, then yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's the vibe your spirit guides are going to have. They love you, they're encouraging of you, they will root you on, but they're not effusive and emotional about it. So if you're getting that through your pendulum that someone is being that way, red flag. Number 2, your guides are most likely never going to give you super specific information about your future. I've seen some pretty specific scenarios coming through, like my guide said this, my guide said that, and as with the first one, my first thought is, you being tricked, girl or guy. Your guides may give you general information. Your guides may answer questions that you have for them in a general way. Like if you say, do you see me being married within the next year? They may tell you yes or no. If you say, do you think I'm going to meet my forever partner in this city? They may or may not tell you yes or no. But if you say, am I going to have 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy, and a dog named Rover, and live on this street, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. Or if you say, I like this guy at work, is he the guy I'm going to marry? They're not going to tell you that. If you say, when am I going to die? They're not going to tell you that. If you are getting answers that tell you that, red flag. Okay? Because if they do give you super specific information, that messes with the whole flow of freedom of choice, free will, all of that. It messes with that because then you think, like on some level, you think that you are locked into this plan, like, oh, well, that's my plan. I can't do anything different. They want you to have this human experience of figuring it out, navigating your path, choosing what you want to do. That's what you're here for. And if they spoon feed you the answers, it's going to affect and skew all of your choices. Understand? Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, number 3. This is a big one because I see this a lot. Your guides will never, ever, 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 ever insult you or belittle you or talk down to you, okay? Never. Now, they may say something true in a loving way, such as, you might want to consider getting a little bit more serious about drinking water. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they may call out a specific issue and in a loving, direct, truthful way say, you know, you're prone to having a temper. You may want to consider working on that. Or perhaps showing love is a better choice than choosing anger. They may call you out on a specific issue in a loving way without going, you're a jerk. You're the worst human ever. What is wrong with you? I can't even talk to you today. I'm signing off this pendulum right now because I don't even like you right now, or you're not worth talking to, or you wouldn't believe some of the things that people have coming through that, talking to them that way. And that is simply because their vibes are not high enough. They're attracting something lower energy that's messing with them. But they don't have enough life experience and wisdom behind them regarding these situations to understand that that's not their guide they're talking to. So they get all butthurt thinking that their guide's mad at them, or their guide will be like, you haven't signed on to talk to me all day. You don't love me, or you've hurt my feelings, or that's not your guide. Okay? Your guide is not ego-based. They're not going to get their feelings hurt, not now or ever. Your guide is not going to be angry with you, not now or ever. It doesn't matter if you change your mind a million times. It doesn't matter if you go down a different path. Your guide will never be disappointed in you, will never be angry with you. They simply choose to love you and support you from whichever direction you choose. There's never an ounce of judgment, okay? They may be entertained by some of your choices. I've heard them conversing about some choices, and I've heard in my dreams and stuff, I've heard them talking and whatnot, and they get entertained. They'll be like, I'm gonna love to see how this turns out, or I'd love to see how she thinks that's gonna happen. But they're not judging you or insulting you. So if you have anything coming through speaking to you in any kind of an unloving manner, those are not your guides. Number 4. Your guides will never force themselves on you. Meaning they're not going to say, you'd better be back on this pendulum at such and such a time, or how dare you put me down? Get back here and talk to me. Or I expect you to sign in with me at least once a day. This is non-negotiable. I've heard all of these things. Those are not your guides, okay? If you never signed on to that pendulum and spoke to your guide again, they would still be okay with it, and they would love you just as much. They know what's going on. They know what's happening in your life. They know what's happening in your mind. They know what's happening in your energy. They love and support you no matter which decision you choose to make, which path you choose to go down. They are there as a loving guide and support to you. And they love talking to you, but they're not going to judge you or have anything to say if you choose to not. For example, at this point in my life, I rarely use my pendulum. I won't say never, because sometimes I still do, but I almost never use my pendulum. And Spomy loves me just as much, and he's still just as ornery. He still visits me in my dreams every single night, every single dream I have. He's still right here next to me. Say hi, Spome. Say hi to the people, because I guarantee I can feel him right here. I just got a picture in my mind's eye of him leaning over my shoulder and waving at the camera. Anyways, your guides are not going to care. They enjoy their time with you. They enjoy talking to you, but they don't take offense whatsoever. And they're never going to place demands on you. And number 5, I kind of already touched on this because I kind of combined it with another point, but just to reiterate, your guides will never be needy or act hurt in any way by you. Just to reinforce that point. They are not needy. You could sign on every 5 minutes and talk to them and they will love it, or you could not sign on again for 5 years and they're going to be okay with that too. They're going to love and support you and encourage you in other ways, even if you never pick up that pendulum again. They're still going to do their job. They're still going to send you love and support. They're still going to keep being them no matter what you do. And you're not going to hurt their feelings and you're not going to offend them. Okay? All right, guys, I hope this helps and I hope that this answers some good questions for you. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.